Jonathan Lemire, Pablo Torre, and Jim Vandehei are still with us and joining the conversation. We have NBC News national affairs analyst and a partner and chief political columnist at Puck, John Hellman, and Politics Bureau chief and senior political columnist for Politico, Jonathan Martin is here with us, along with NBC News investigative reporter Andrew Blankstein, who's live in Los Angeles. And Andrew, I'll start with you. I want to get a sense of the state of the police in Los Angeles in terms of staffing and resources. And also, you're looking specifically at how Trump administration officials are posting about all of this. Tell us what you found. Well,
Mika, as you said, I mean, when we talk about the Los Angeles Police Department and resources, there's truly a thin blue line. One of the things during the 1990s, the goal was to reach 10,000 officers, which under Chief Charlie Beck, they reached in 2014. Since then, and post George Floyd protest here in Los Angeles, it's gone down to about 8,700 officers. And if you take into account this is a city of 4 million people spread out over 500 square miles, and just the things that police have to do every day to respond to 1 million plus calls every year for calls for service, you start to think about the scope of what police have to deal with every day. Then you take into account events like what we've seen escalate the last 3 days. And we've gone from hundreds of people, from dozens to hundreds to thousands of people showing up. And as some of the pictures have shown, getting into pitched battles with the police on the streets. One of my sources said last night it was a long day and an even longer night, and some of that video obviously is going to be emerging, but this shows no signs of letting up. We have more protests scheduled for today. We have a sense that, you know, where does this end, and how many more people are going to be drawn in, given the fear and the anger from these ICE operations. And again, caught in the middle are the LAPD and the Sheriff's Department. And while they welcome some of the rhetoric in terms of support for people that engage in activity that targets law enforcement, they are also concerned about some of the rhetoric between public officials that has taken place on social media.
Well, specifically Pam Bondi, the FBI director, the Pete Hegseth, DOD, the vice president and the president, a lot of them focusing specifically either on Los Angeles or on the governor.
Yes, Mika. And the thing is, when you look at compared to other big incidents here in Los Angeles, and I was here for the Rodney King riots, I was here for the George Floyd protests. And when you consider that this wasn't really an element before, where you would have agencies and individuals commenting, and also in interviews commenting directly critical of public officials, the question mark becomes, when you need kind of a united front, why is this happening? And I think people are asking that tonight.
Yeah, NBC News investigative reporter Andrew Blankstein, thank you very much. J. Mart, let's jump right to the political angle on this, because obviously violence and assaulting or going after police in any way is not welcome here at all, and certainly would not help the Democrats in any way, because it will be the president turning the tables again. At the same time, it's tense in Los Angeles. Right. It's extremely tense because it almost, some would say, and there is reporting and analysis that says that there's almost a goading that's going on here, in a city that has a thin line, as Andrew pointed out, has staffing issues and is stretched to the limit.
Yeah, there's a reason why Trump and his lieutenants are amping this up on TV and social media, because they want this fight. If this immigration story is about taking kids on the way to high school, or day laborers in front of a Home Depot who are trying to make a buck, then this is not a great story for the folks who are doing that. If this is about people waving Mexican flags, lighting cars on fire, and dancing around for cell phone cameras, then that obviously favors the people doing the immigration crackdown. So, yeah, this is an administration that is much more focused on politics and PR than I think any administration that we've seen. I don't think that's a huge statement to make. That is their focus. You know, every White House has a political focus. It is effectively the entire focus for this White House. And by the way, it starts at the top. You have a president who is online doing kind of color commentary in a way that is almost detached. It's almost like he's somebody passively watching this on TV, which he is, instead of actually running the country. And I think it starts at that. And then you have everybody else around him, DOJ, DOD, who's in this kind of competition to one up the other to show the principal how tough they can be too. And I think that leads us to where we are today.
That's often true for the Trump presidency, where he acts as a bystander and sort of comments as things are happening rather than trying to influence events. But his rhetoric, though, could have some consequences here. And John Heilemann, you're an LA guy, obviously, a city you know and love. Talk to us a little bit about just your thoughts watching some of these scenes here, but also your take on what Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has said, and Mayor Bass, mayor of Los Angeles, where they have both said, and clearly, we don't want the National Guard here. We don't want this federal presence. And they're accusing President Trump of sending them deliberately to provoke.
Well, first, I think, you have seen, obviously, there's almost been like a linear effect here. It's like the more there's been any kind of, as soon as you get the National Guard, things escalated. Governor Newsom's right. There wasn't anything like a riot happening on Friday, Saturday. The thing that provoked this was not yet anything that approached riot standards. The LA Police Department, police commissioner yesterday said, that he would reevaluate. He didn't want the National Guard initially, but now the circumstances on the street were getting worse, and he might reevaluate that decision if he were asked today. And this is what's so toxic about this environment, right? Which is that I think that Governor Newsom and Mayor Bass understand exactly what this logic of escalation is. There are not two equal sides here where you have Donald Trump's administration on one side and somehow Democrats on the other. Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass do not have control over what happens on the streets of Los Angeles. And what Donald Trump has is perfect control now over the people in his administration. You go back 5 years ago, almost to the day, is when the clashes happened in Lafayette Square, where we know that Donald Trump was proposing the notion of invoking the Insurrection Act and shooting protesters in the leg. Mark Esper, Mark Milley said no. There is no one now in the Trump administration who will say no to Donald Trump. And in fact, as Jonathan said, you've got this internal escalation.
There's a bidding war.
There's a bidding war, right, to see who will be the fastest. Pete Hegseth is not going to be Mark Esper in 2025. Right. And that's where the danger lies, because as they continue to ratchet up the force levels on the street, it's not like Governor Newsom and Karen Bass, no matter what they want to do, can in some way back off. They don't have control of what's happening on the streets with the people who are protesting or rioting, whatever it comes to. And that's why there's kind of this escalatory, this kind of uncontrollable escalatory framework that favors in some ways the Trump administration, because I agree with Jonathan 100%. As long as this is seen, if the protests are peaceful and seen as righteous, bad for the administration. If they start to look like riots, and if they seem to be out of control and they're violent, the politics favor the administration. And the administration can provoke those with perfect discipline on the Trump side. They can provoke those scenes on the streets to be more violent.
That's my question for the table. Jay Mart, I'll throw it at you. But I mean, who's the person, who's got the voice, who's got the platform to be able to say to protesters and demonstrators and people who want to help the terrified migrants who are being focused on here in Los Angeles, being focused on by ICE, and say, don't clash with police, do not clash with authorities. Right. Who can send that message in a compelling way? How can Gavin Newsom or Mayor Bass get that megaphone to be loud enough to send that message? Who is the person?
Well, I think it would be Gavin Newsom if he had the opportunity, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him at some point this week try to give remarks to that end. And I think there's ways that you can channel this. And look, I think the politics of this are challenging for Newsom because of the images of violence. And to John's point, you can't control a sort of ragtag group of protesters that include some people who are out there, obviously exercising their First Amendment rights, and others who are out there just stirring up, chaos. So Newsom doesn't have a ton of control. I think what he may want to do, though, Mika, is try to sort of summon people to their better angels, organize some kind of a separate protest in which you sort of get away from what's been happening the last few days and do this in a more organized, disciplined fashion, or at least try to do that. And you push folks away from the streets, and the way that they've been out there the last few days. I just don't know if that's possible, that you can tell people to sort of stop taking the streets, because this is so organic and there's only so much that Newsom can do. But there's no question that he's got to try, because if we keep seeing the images that we're seeing on TV the last few days, and obviously it's challenging for the country, and it's deeply challenging for Newsom's politics and for the broader politics of the opposition in this country.